Hey! Oh my gosh.
We've already got people commenting. Let's go. Yes, let's go.
Will
Kris,
Jones.
welcome to another crazy, are we calling these seasons?
Yeah. It's totally another season. We're going to call this, I guess, season 4, episode 1. Holy cow. It's September.
It's weird. I can't, last week was just Tuesday, and then all of a sudden we had an entire summer in between, and now here we are.
It's wild. If I can share just a little bit of behind the scenes with everybody here. So we ended our last broadcast and our last time hanging out all together in June. And I think we went like maybe 10 days. And I think Nicole and I called each other and we're like, so what are you up to?
So how's it going? I don't actually know what to do with myself on a Tuesday. I haven't had a Tuesday in a very long time. And even trying to fill my Tuesdays was like a thing, right? Yes. Like I was just like, wait a second, it's 7 o'clock. Do I need to get like, where am I supposed to be?
100%. And we love you guys. We thought about you. We missed you. We have worked so incredibly hard on all kinds of new features to bring to you guys and planned and plotted over this whole summer. So Taylor and Robert and Will and
I know
Nadine
all of our friends. I know. Thank you. I love you guys. And I just had to post it on Facebook and be like, we're back. Because this is big. This is breaking news. This is huge. Oh my gosh. And I end up like, talking to like I've started to call them the normies, the non-Halloween people in my life. And being like, it's Tuesday. I was at a PTG event and they're like, what is about Tuesday? And then one mom was like, oh my God. Nicole does this cool show with this other cool guy and they talk all about the Halloween and this and that. And I was like, yeah, go on. Talk about how cool it is. Not weird at all.
100%.
Yeah. So, oh my gosh.
Taylor, on behalf of the entire TransWorld Live crew, we said the same thing.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a great summer. No, I feel like I should be like, I'm rested, I'm recharged, I'm ready to go. But, of course, like everything else, just add more to it, right? As soon as life gets like on that easier plane, you got to add some spice to it and do some extra crazy fun things.
Yeah, I was thinking about shaving it this summer, but it just didn't work out. So I know.
Oh my gosh, Kris, if you showed up here without your signature hair, I'd have been like, we're gonna have
we got issues.
Yeah.
Well, we are so excited to be back with you. And one of the big things that we're super excited to announce is that we're going to be back with you for 38 straight weeks. Robert, Nicole, and I sat down, looked at the schedule, and we're only going to take off one Tuesday between now and June.
That's it.
We know this has been a long summer. We hope you are rested because we have 38 weeks ahead every week with you Tuesday nights, and we're going to do something special. We know that we want to bring you the best content, the best people behind the scenes, all of the amazing creators, vendors, haunted attractions, but we also know you're busy too. You have families, you have haunted attractions, you have other things. Maybe you want to watch Hocus Pocus again.
Yeah.
You never know. So we're going to try to keep every show to an hour. That's right. It's going to be challenging. Yeah. We're going to do it for you.
You thought we talked fast before, guys. Just you wait. Challenge accepted.
Yes, we got this thing. I know, but we love you guys and we want you to be here. And while a 4-hour show is an awesome experience, we're thinking that maybe we'll just keep you an hour every week.
Yeah. But it will grow if things get out of hand and we got more. We'll listen to the people. We'll see. We'll see.
Exactly.
I know. All right, Kris, tell me everything. How was your summer? How was lounging at the beach and sipping Mai Tais?
I think my standard answer, but it's very applicable here, is there's never enough boats. I wanted to spend more time on the water and on boats, and we only got a chance with the help of our dear friends Lucas and Caitlin to hang out for a couple of weekends, and even got to run into a few Haunter friends of ours, which was kind of nice. But we did get some relaxation, went on a little bit of a road trip, actually.
Yeah, I saw that.
I got to see like 7 or 8 states and did a whole bunch of national parks and all kinds of fun stuff. And, so we had some fun. But what about you? You came in looking all relaxed like you had the summer. What did you do?
Okay, so I would love to be like, oh my God, and we traveled here and we did this and we did that, which we normally do every single summer. However, I spent most of my summer in a different type of sand that I'm used to, and that is baseball sand. And so that's why I have this great complexion from sitting out in the sun all summer long. No, I can't even say that, but you were talking about boats. So funny you should say that about there's never enough boats. The USS Ginsburg set sail this year, and we are now proud pontooners. Yeah.
Hey!
That is the way to summer all the way around. So when we were not in the pool, we were out on the lake. And when we were not on the lake, we were at the haunt or a baseball field. But yeah, no, like phenomenal, really awesome things. Like, we'll get to my haunt update in a little bit. So there's some stuff that's changing around with that. But yeah, like you're right. Boating is where it's at. And it's just different.
Robert and I are on the way out now that we know pontoon's open and still kind of sailing. So that's
I'm
awesome.
just saying pontoon or the pool or The other weird thing that I did is, so during COVID, I had made Sean, that is a great story. I'm going to tell it really quick. Okay. In just a second, but I made a pact to myself that when live music returned, I would never, ever, ever say no to anybody asking me to a concert.
Sure.
And so I racked up the concert. Like I just saw Carrie Underwood on Friday. Like anybody that's like, hey, do you want to see so-and-so? But like I saw Alice Cooper. I also saw Luke Bryan. I saw all of the things, anything that I could do with live music. And it was great. Okay. So yes, family update. So we launched the boat, on that same day. My husband launched himself into the slimy, grimy boat slip next to it and ended up losing his phone. It was actually a very scary moment that I still can't tell without laughing. It was actually scary. Like I really thought he was going to drown because it was a shallow water.
Okay.
But it was so murky and gross and like grimy that his like feet underneath like could not get traction to like stand up. Oh my God. And I'm watching his face, and then they say don't panic. I'm standing on the dock panicking, going, I don't know if I can get in there to save him. How can I ever live with this decision? I don't know. But needless to say, he survived. He had to get a new phone. Other than that, that's it.
See, now that's a good adventure. Along that boat whole thing here, the Hodges, I know, are celebrating an anniversary somewhere in the middle of an ocean. Yeah. So happy anniversary to them.
Happy anniversary to you guys. And thanks for joining in for a TransWorld Tuesday. I mean, they are not to miss, but you guys always make sure no matter where they're traveling that they are always there. And I also want to say hello to my good friend Pandora Rose, who sent along this amazing, I'm obsessed. Amazing necklace, and just so, oh my God, love her.
We love them. And
just
we had
a little bit of sunshine.
We had to seek special permission just to start the show back up today because it is kind of a national holiday. It is Brian Blair from Pumpkin Pulp's birthday.
It is. Happy birthday, Brian. We adore you and everything that you do. So thank you. Thank you for being born today.
Well,
guys, breaking news. Kris, wait. Okay.
I know.
So I was also going to bring down Lucky Charms now has a spooky cereal. I don't know if anybody's seen that. And also the new Carmella cereal. If you haven't tried it, Jeremy, my husband, would like to say, you guys, any spooky people need to go out there and get it. It's really fun. It's caramel apple. However, the real breaking news is that on October 17th, McDonald's spooky Happy Meal buckets are returning. And I'm so pumped about it. And I cannot wait. And I literally said it to Kris, and I was like, Kris, breaking news. And I want to give a shout out because we haven't been back on the show, but to Kimberly and Paul of Exit 13. They had a specific shirt that they made sure that I got that was just amazing, and I got so excited about it. And for the a number of TransWorld Live listeners and followers that sent me that Loungefly actually has a leather bag that is the pumpkin, right, as well.
Yep,
and of course, I get it just as it's all sold out. So if anybody sees the witch, let your girl know. And yeah. It's so fun. Oh my God. I'm so glad to be back.
This has been what's missing out of our lives.
It is. It is.
Oh my gosh. Just reading the comments. We love you guys. Thank you for being back with us. We hope you had a great summer too.
Really? We all just got on because we were like, we just want to see everybody. We want to see if anybody remembers us.
That's it. That's 100% it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So we got this Halloween thing like kind of right around the corner. I know you were probably, up to your ears in alligators. How are things going at Frightmare Farms? How's your prep for the season going?
So, okay. I'm a duck. I'm calm on the top of the water and I'm paddling like crazy underneath. This has been a year for us that's a little bit different, but a very much needed year. So we did a lot of capital improvements to the property that have been crazy. You think Jeremy falling in the water was crazy? You should, but doing a lot of growth and getting ready for growth and doing a lot of expansion. So that's been really fun. But we also started getting deeper into the storytelling than we ever have before. And I know a lot of haunts have started to go into film and adding other elements and stuff. However, what we started doing is taking the lore and the stories that we've always used and bringing them to the library of film called Frightmare Flicks. So along with that, utilizing a lot of our good friends from the film industry that are currently without work and letting them continue to, sharpen their skills, work with individuals, do all sorts of other stuff. And actually we just launched last week on Wednesday a video a flick that featured my own children. And it was, I didn't know how it was going to go. They were both very enthusiastic about it. I've shared with you guys before that my kids have done stuff on screen, never something like this, where they actually have somebody that's a director and writes the script and does all of that. And again, all from our lore. And it came together beautifully. And I am beyond excited. And it got me all pumped up. And there was some other projects that we had been working on. And, it's one of those things as a haunter, you sit back and you're like, this is why we do it. And watching our fans interact and get excited and be like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize the theme was this or that or whatever. So we're starting to work on the immersion way before they enter the park, which is cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. That is, so you opened Friday, October 6th, I think, right?
Yes. So we normally would open that last weekend of September. But kind of looking at everything and kind of looking at the forecast or the radar of people and patterns and entertainment, we were like, nope, this is the way to go. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna see. We're gonna ride it. It's gonna be busy. I think. I really do. And
I hope so.
I've talked to a lot of folks that opened already, and they're like, this is insane. We have to hire more people. Which I'm going, well, we've overhired in a lot of instances. So, it'll be good.
Love this. This is great. Yes. I hope it's awesome.
Yeah, I do too. All right. So how about you? How are things with you? How are things in Chicago? How is the Chicagoland haunt scene? Fill me in on all the things.
It is crazy. We had 4 attractions that were open last weekend. And we actually had one attraction, Niles Scream Park, that was open the weekend before that one. So we had 4 last weekend. We've got 9 coming up this upcoming weekend that open for the season. So we are just really ecstatic. Obviously, social media is going crazy. Haunters, actors, owners, everybody is getting into gear. It's awesome to see people go through their prep meetings and through safety briefings and trainings. Everybody has just been chomping at the bit to get to all of our amazing customers and scare the heck out of them.
Yes.
So we had a chance to go through Niles Scream Park last weekend. who's celebrating their 50th anniversary. And we're going to save a little bit of that discussion for next week because we have a cool show, but we'll talk about that later.
So, all right. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
All the way.
Now, but what about all of you? Post it in the chat. We want to hear, where are you guys from? Are you open already? How have things been going? If you're not, when are you opening? Let's tell the world.
That's one thing too that I really would love to do is I want to be able to follow a lot of your work, right? So anybody that's, from a haunt or part of a haunt, tag your haunt in the comments.
Yeah.
Because we want to be able to know it. And then also we never know where we're going to see you, right? Or you're going to see us and we can be like, oh my God, where's Kevin? They'd be like, Kevin who? No, I'm just kidding.
We love Kevin.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And, that's the thing is we've got a lot of really cool things planned over the next year, if not more. Yeah. And we're going to be seeing a lot of you from around the country.
It's so cool. Maine. That's wonderful. Harvard. I know that's the north side of Chicago. That's awesome. Very, very nice.
I hope the vote doesn't sink either, Tater.
We will get to TaterCon, my friend.
Yes. That's another convention that you might see Kris at.
We got the Bone Daddy at Greensboro. Absolutely. Heck yeah. Oh, this is great.
Go ahead, guys. This is your time to advertise it. There's some folks that do not end up with a haunt home and are often looking for it. But they're also looking for places and spaces to visit. So this is really cool.
And
doing a pop-up haunt. Stop. Courtney, is that for real?
There you go.
Carving at the end of October
in Orlando.
The Empire.
Ooh.
That's amazing.
And Robert, yes, it was awesome. We definitely are going to talk about it. You got to be here for next week's show because we're going to need your help.
Yes.
100%. Yes. So we've got a special thing. Well, everybody keep commenting in there. We do have a special event that we wanted to mention here. Everybody should be familiar with Raven's Grin Inn. It's a haunted attraction, more like an haunted adventure that the gentleman, the proprietor, Jim Warfield, lives in for over 35 years. And he and his wife have one of the most haunted places in all of Mount Carroll, Illinois, which is about 140 miles west of Chicago. So even further west than Rockford.
Yeah.
And anybody that's had a chance, and I know that Jim has had the opportunity to entertain people from all over the country. Jim has had some health challenges that have changed the way that he is able to deliver his epic performances. And because of that, because we're a family, because we take care of each other, the haunt community has quickly rallied, working with the city of Mount Carroll, Illinois, his wife, Jessica, and we are throwing a benefit event. We're part of this. This is going to be hosted by Haunted House Chicago, by Haunted Illinois, Lost Soul Chicago, and a number of other haunters from across the country, not just Chicagoland, but people that love and that Jim has impacted their lives. And we'll go into greater detail as we get a little bit closer, but and as more event details come out. But Jim lives in his haunted house, and because he's not able to do the tours in the same way because of those health challenges, they are at some serious risk of losing their home and their business at the same time. And so because of that, we want to help rally, and we are helping to put on an amazing event that's going to benefit and celebrate Jim and the Raven's Grin Inn on Saturday, December 2nd, right there at the attraction. And we're working out details right now. We'll flush that out, but we want to make sure you save it on your calendars and plan to be a part of this. It's going to be an epic occasion.
Oh, Kris, that is so wonderful. I first heard about Raven's Grin. Okay, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago, and Tater told the most captivating story about his experience going there. And literally, it's become like one of my bucket list things that I want to do. Last year, I really wanted to be able to go, and I couldn't. And yeah, oh my gosh. But I've heard about kind of what's going on, and it is just awful. And it's hard because he offers such a unique take on our industry, as well as such a unique opportunity for even for us haunters to learn and to grow from. And so,
Yes.
oh, Kris, thank
And,
you. Thank you.
I can't wait to tell more about it. And I really hope all of you will join us, because great opportunity to hopefully meet and greet with all of us, but to benefit a great man.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. All right. But wait, there's more. Haven't said that in a long time.
I know, right?
Really excited. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have some amazing guests tonight. And I think without further ado, we should bring on one of the Kris, you got to do it. You do it so much better than me. I was going to try to like imitate you in that, but I can't.
You should have. Do it.
No,
I'll sit and wait. I got nothing to do.
No, Kris.
I'll make some calls.
I can't take that. But wait, there's more. So
there's more. We are beyond excited. Of course, we couldn't restart the show, start a brand new season. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. And what better way to do that than to get it right from our president and CEO's mouth? Of course, the legendary, the person we love, and the person that is here with us right now to give us all of the good details, Miss Jenny Taylor. Howdy, ma'am.
Welcome, Jen.
So good to see you. It's been so long.
I know, right?
Oh my God, crazy Nicole. I have to agree. I love the hair.
Oh my God, thank you. Thank you. All sorts of, yes.
Summer did you well.
Yeah. I love summer. I do. It does. It refreshes everything.
Exactly. So I missed you guys. It's weird. I'm used to talking to you every day.
I know.
We had joked pre-show about that too. Like, we went from a summer of kind of quiet where everyone's taking a little bit of a break, because we do work like 10 months a year. And then all of a sudden it was just like, all right, we're back.
Well, and you know what too, is I think all of us like secretly were like, do we call? Do we not call? Do we like, are they relaxing? Like, we don't want to like interrupt. We don't want to. Now it's like go time. And it's like, I'm sorry, it's 7 a.m. Yep. I'm up. What do you need? Yeah. No.
Yeah, sure.
It's 11:30. Jen needs to answer. Why? It's actually the craziness, the chaos. But for like the first time in a very long time, this was like our summer break.
I took a break.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever taken a break before.
You
in
did.
14 years. I mean, I've worked for my family. I was thinking about the other day for 30 years. It's a long time. And I was thinking, this is like, since we kind of took over, this is the first summer. I mean, I'm still working, but I consider 5 hours a day not working.
Right. Same.
That's fair.
You know, you're not staying up late at night and things like that. So it's great. I mean, I turned 50 this summer.
I
had a little bit of a breakdown, but you know.
Bought a motorcycle or a sports car.
I definitely flipped out. And like Nicole, I went to like Country Thunder. I felt like I needed to go to Lollapalooza. I went to Carrie Underwood too. I'm like, in my youth.
Like, right. Like, I just like, I don't know. Yeah. It was fun. And it was, somebody said to me, they were like, you had like a vibing summer. I'm like, yeah, whatever that means. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm embracing it. But I think it was the first time, like, since COVID, I mean, in a COVID, I think it was the first time for me that I like sat back and didn't work as much. But I actually like purposely scheduled things, or I would be like, all right, I'm cutting it off at 2 hours and we're going out and doing this, or we're doing that, and like actually holding myself to it. So
I know. I took a break this summer. It was awesome. Like,
yeah.
I went on vacation. I saw my kids. I'm like, wow, they're older. My daughter's
just like, I'm looking forward to the next one in 14 years. I can't wait. I know.
Agreed, Steph. We agree. Steph says well deserved.
I know. Yeah. It was great. It felt weird. I don't know what you guys, but I was like, I took my first trip without my computer. Rich is like, are you going to be okay?
Whoa. That's major, Jen.
Wait, Jen, that's funny you say that, because on Friday I took a trip without my computer, and I was like, I was half joking, but I said it to my girlfriend.
Naked? I felt naked.
I don't have my computer. They're like, so? And I was like, listen, even when we went to Disney, I had my computer. I don't leave without my computer. And then I'm in the car and I saw something and I was like, they're like, what's wrong? I go, I need to send a DocuSign, and I purposely got rid of the app on my phone because it wasn't working right, and now I can't get it back on, and I screwed up, and I sent the DocuSign to somebody else. They were like, do they need it right away? And I was like, in my mind, yes, because I'll forget. In reality, no. And they're like, put your phone down. I'm like, I don't know if I can. They're like, you're driving anyway. It was just weird. It's a different life. I don't know how everybody lives like that, but I think I could dabble in it a little.
Nicole, I sleep with my computer.
I know. No, mine's
I'm
like all beat up.
my bed.
Yeah, it's like in the bed. I know. It's wonderful attachment.
Sometimes it is.
Oh my god. Bo Daddy turned 50 and
Yes.
April 25th.
We'll have to do a fun party.
Or
That's
you will
awesome.
turn. I
think he will. Eddie, we got to plan a party
East Coast Honors.
at East Coast Honors.
Let's go.
Get a
That's
cake.
amazing.
I'm good
Yes.
with the cakes.
Cakes are
Yes.
great.
Yes. Oh
There's
my gosh.
always a good cake.
There's always a good cake.
Yeah. All right.
Well-
So we talked about our summer, and I cannot
Yeah.
wait for our next summer because that's going to be really fun. But there's a whole lot going on between now and then. I know we all just took the same deep breath.
Like, okay, we're back.
Thankfully, it wasn't like a. It's more like a. All right, you know what?
Exactly.
We got this. We're gonna do this.
You got this. That's what my daughter says. You got this, Mom.
Yeah. So Jen, lead us in. Tell us everything. Like
Okay.
where are we going? What we doing? Chris and I are already in the car. You're in the driver's seat. Let's go.
Yeah, this is like the biggest TransWorld year upcoming ever.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
She's like,
you know what I realized when we decided to do East Coast Honors, which I was so excited about, I realized how it's layering into the year.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, so we're going to start in November in Legendary, which always is the kickoff for our season after the haunted, after our amazing October that we have with all the haunted houses. And then I'm like, all right, then we're going straight into November. We've got December, January, February, which is the most amount of work I do all year, and right then and there.
Oh, shit.
And then I'm like, all right, we got TransWorld in March. That sounds good. It's nicely done. In April, I got East Coast Honors. I'm like, and then the beginning of June, I got MH.
But wait, there's more.
I'm like, okay, I got this. It's it's a marathon. I'm going to pace myself. I'm going to put on a nice pair of gym shoes. And, I think I overloaded Rich when he really thought about it the other day. For those of you who don't know, Rich and I are getting married. It's very exciting.
Wow, it's public.
We can't figure out when to plan the wedding.
It'll maybe at some random TransWorld event. I mean,
probably it may pop up in St. Louis.
Yeah, right. Who knows?
This is a major year in the Thaler household here.
Yes, no, it is. Last year, Rich and I got engaged, and it's a year later now. And he's like, Jen, when are we getting married? I don't know where to put it in. But I'm really not kidding either.
No.
It was funny. We recently were just in St. Louis, and we were down by the ballpark village. I don't know how many of you guys ever got a chance to spend some time down there. It's like a whole other world. I mean, it's amazing. And it's got a beautiful hotel like the Lowe's Live. I don't know if anyone's seen it. It's kind of by the Hilton ballpark. And when you go outside on I think it's the second or third floor, there's this enormous outdoor deck with couches, and it's got fire pits and everything. And it's got a stage. It's amazing. I actually would love to do a party there. I mean, I know March is a little risky, but I was like, Rich, this could be a great venue for our wedding.
There you go.
You want to get married in St. Louis? I'm like, I just don't know where to put it. I'm like, it could be a Wednesday night pre-party.
It can't be Wednesday. We have a networking event.
It wouldn't even work.
Tuesday night now.
Yeah, no.
Monday night after party.
Anyways, no, but in all seriousness, we are really excited about Legendary. I got the opportunity today to talk to the 3 haunted houses that we're going to be visiting, just because I kind of wanted a little bit of a refresh, make sure that I'm giving you guys all the details. All the information probably by next week will be online for the itinerary. I know a couple people have contacted us saying, okay, we want to go, but explain to us when everything starts so we know when to buy our flights. It looks like on Friday, traffic's a little questionable for Legendary before we go to
So those dates are November 10th and 11th of this year.
Before we go to Barrett's, it looks like we're probably going to load the buses around 4.
Okay.
Because she wanted me today, I was talking to her to give her an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 45. She said, you never know how Friday traffic's going to be.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
So we're really excited. I have to say, you guys, I have never had signups for a legendary hunt tour like I have right now.
It's because of it's Salem, right? It's the area.
Salem. It's everything. I just think the vibe of it is great, and people are so excited. So we're really excited, to be planning it. We've got all the haunts this year. There's something new that none of the haunts have ever let us do. They're all going to let us take pictures. That's never.
I know.
That's
that
awesome.
has never happened.
That's awesome.
Now, Jen, really quick, can I ask like 2 things on Legendary?
Yeah.
When people should not wait, right? Yeah. Like, I know this sounds weird, but I even shared it on my own Facebook page just one time. I'm getting people from my community, because we live close, that are like, oh my God, that bus tour looks amazing. Those are haunts I've always wanted to go to. I want to go. And I'm like, you're not even a haunter. You're not even in the Halloween world. But I'm just saying it's attracting other folks. So the word's getting out pretty quickly. How long do people have to buy their hotel rooms?
Yeah,
that's a really good question, because we had a problem with that last year, as Kris knows.
Yep.
I would buy them soon. They hold the room blocks for so long. I think the biggest issue is a lot of people will buy tickets, they'll buy their airfare, but they wait on their hotel rooms, and then the hotels themselves think that the blocks aren't filling. So
right.
we've had to have an obligation that we have to release them. We don't want to be in that position. So if you guys do know that you're planning on going, please get your hotel rooms.
Yes.
That would be great, because everyone wants to stay, with like the host hotel and things like that. We're also, I think we have an overflow as well, because our hotels are filling up, but this is going to be a really great tour. I mean,
can we talk about what attractions are included on this year's tour?
Yeah, go ahead, Kris. You can start and I'll fill it in.
No worries. So obviously we know about Barrett's Haunted Mansion that you mentioned earlier. We know about Fright Kingdom. We know about the entire area of Salem and all of the fun stuff that's happening there. And of course, what visit wouldn't be complete without Haunted Overload? Haunted Overload might be, according to Ellen Hobbs, the most Halloweeniest haunted house there ever was.
Yes. And I spoke with Eric today, and we talked a lot about it, and we're really excited. I mean, to be able to tour there during the day, I think is going to be just such an amazing thing. I think they're going to open as well. There's like a farm and a store on the property. I think they're going to try to get them to open as well during the day, so it just has that like great experience. Again, pictures are welcome. He's going to kind of let people wander around, which I think is going to be, really neat. And then when we come back there at night, it's going to be the full show with actors. And again, you're able to take pictures, which is amazing. He said he's known for his enormous bonfires.
Yes.
So I'm really excited to participate in that. And then he also recently, I don't know if you guys know, but he's also had his own private label of a beer. A beer company actually approached him and said, we'd like to make a beer, with your logo and just for you guys. So that distributor is going to be coming to the event, and everyone's going to get a chance to taste the beer. You're also going to get a chance, if you guys want, to buy the cans of beer with the Haunted Overload logo on it. So it's going to be a pretty neat, I think, experience, the whole thing. And to your point, you've got, a bunch of amazing haunts. We're really, really excited. Everyone's just kind of opening their doors. There's going to be a lot of food. There's always a lot of drinking when hunters get together.
Always.
And there's going to be 3 amazing haunted houses. So, and then you get to go to Salem.
I know.
I mean, so what more is Halloween than Salem? So this year I'm bringing my kids. I literally just bought plane tickets because like, you're going to Salem? We're coming. I think that would be great. So I'm coming with a family of 6.
Okay, perfect. Jen, you just answered my question, because my kids have been asking the whole time. They're like, are we going? And I'm like, I don't know.
It's sometimes hard, when you bring in the kids, it's just another layer of, I don't want to call it complication, but it's complication.
Yeah.
But I just think, how could we go to these amazing places and not, bring them? Fright Kingdom's going to be amazing. He has 5 haunted houses on his property with all full shows. So there's so much content. Everyone's doing Q&As. There'll be people on site as well to answer questions after you walk through. So I just think the whole the whole evenings, both of them Friday and Saturday is just going to be amazing. It really is. I'm super excited about this tour, and I'm really grateful that everyone's, coming this year. So
we've had some great comments about this tour and questions about hotels, questions about certain parts of the itinerary. Maybe you want to watch some of the promo videos. Thanks to Robert, he has posted the website into the comments there. legendaryhaunttour.com will get you all of the hotels, get you more information about the attractions, ticket pricing, where to go by, and don't delay.
Yeah, and I will, like I said, I'll have the itinerary up, I'm hoping, by the end of the week. But if people need to make reservations, call me. I'm happy to walk them through it. The other thing that I want to make sure people do is, I know a lot of people have food issues out there, sensitivities to certain foods, or they're vegan or other things. We're going to be posting the menus. If you look at the menu and you realize, hey, look, I'm on a special diet, call me, email me. I'm going to put my information on there so that way we can make sure for the weekend that you're with us, we take care of you.
Oh, I love that. And Jen is so, and I will say, Jen is genuine about that. And she will probably remember for the rest of your life exactly what you eat.
Oh, yeah.
And it's one of my favorite things about her. Yeah.
Now, can we give a special plug real quick, Jen, while you're here? Of course, none of this would be possible without our sponsor, Granite Insurance.
Yes, and this is their second year sponsoring the tour as well. So they're going to be on hand, on site. You guys can talk to them about insurance. If you have insurance this year, maybe you want to look at the following year and kind of find out all the different options that they have. They've been a great partner. We're really excited that, we get a chance to partner again with them for this year. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. But there is one thing, when I spoke with Eric today from Haunted Overload, he wanted to make sure. The weather at that time of year is really unpredictable. It could rain. It could be cold. Eric doesn't care. It will be open. Because Eric's outside, obviously, where the others aren't. So he wants to make sure that we do check the weather. If it's, bring warm clothes, layer. The day may be one thing. The nighttime, it's going to be cold. Bring rain gear, be ready for the elements. So if I could stress that to you guys, it was something he definitely stressed with me. And he said, Jen, I don't care if it's pouring. We will be open for you guys. So.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Now, I will just give a little plug as a upstate New Yorker that happens to be almost on the level of where that weather goes from us to that. I own a wearable sleeping bag that I wear. It's a thing. I hate to be cold. I am often way overdressed than I need to be. And I have 2 different variations of snow pants as well as 2 different variations of heated jackets. Because you just never know. You just never know. So yeah, don't plan to pack light. Plan to bring layers.
Yes, layers. I want to make sure you guys are warm. I don't want you to be uncomfortable. We want this to be a great experience. So it's going to be cold.
I just got an idea for the bus. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Blankets.
I love it.
Oh, hand warmers.
Yes. That's good.
Hot chocolate. I'll have hot chocolate on hand for you guys at night as well. Or coffee.
And Jen, we're going to have a talk about some sort of TransWorld Live experience. People really want a Hocus Pocus tour through or something. I might have something up my sleeve that for you guys that are messaging here and also texting and being like, wait, is it a thing? Is it going to happen? We might. Who knows? There's always more, right? There's always more.
There's always more.
Well, if it's okay, we have a really big announcement, Jen. If we're okay to move to our second big thing today, you have some incredible news that's going to really be awesome for all of us about the show here.
So we're super excited. This year, HauntPay approached us and wanted to be the premier sponsor of TransWorld Live. So we're so excited about that. I think that's going to be amazing. They're a great partner. And their level of enthusiasm of being part of this is just over the top. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. And I think it's going to be great. And if you guys aren't familiar with their ticketing and payment systems, you should definitely check out their website.
You guys, I just want to take this as a moment and be like, hey, look at this. We made it.
This is pretty awesome.
We're sponsored. You know what's going to be on the bottom of my cup now? HauntPay.
HauntPay.
Exactly. I'll make
We're
all
very
sorts of extra
excited.
stuff.
We are super excited. Alex and his team are amazing. And I was really touched that they wanted to be, that they felt so highly of TransWorld Live. It's still kind of new for us that they wanted to be our, premier sponsors. So it's great. We're really excited.
Well, we are very, very excited. We want to share this amazing video they actually just shared with us, if the power of the internet works. That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's exciting. Like, this is real.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It's our first sponsor.
Yes.
Hopefully there's more.
There is opportunity just to throw out there as well.
Yeah.
For people that want to, be part of it and sponsor, and, they can call me. We can do some, get you guys on the show, do some giveaways. We want to make this a really fun experience. And, I miss Tuesdays. A lot of people texted me. They're like, it's Tuesday night. We miss seeing Nicole and Kris. So, I mean, we want, I think this is really taken off.
I do too. Totally.
Awesome.
I remember when Rich proposed the idea and he was talking to me about it. I was like, yeah, and it really was more to get information out there during COVID and to kind of stay connected and everything else. We had tried to do like a virtual tour. I'm not a virtual tour, virtual show. Like, I think when the show got canceled in March that year, we did something in April, to try to connect the buyers and exhibitors. But there was so much going on at that time. I didn't think it was a good idea. And Rich is like, I think we need to start something. And I don't remember, I don't know who came up with the name, but it was like, I just thought it was an amazing idea to be on the show and be able to get, I remember the time Chris Stafford and Ben Armstrong and Alan and Larry and a bunch of people on, kind of giving their thoughts on what they're doing about COVID. Flamboy was on too. I mean, and it really helped. And I think it helped us kind of get connected to the industry.
I'll never forget that first show and the anxiety behind it of being like, wait, we're gonna like really go live. Like we haven't talked about anything. We're gonna just take it and run. I
remember that. And Alex from Netherworld, who was so kind to like help us. I'm like, is this gonna be okay?
She was so sweet with all of us and being like, okay, so wait, if I click this, am I actually muted? Wait, you can still see me. Wait, hold on. And she was so patient with all of us that were like using technology for the first time. It wasn't really true, but yeah. And then also like we hadn't seen each other. I mean, that was pretty much right away in the pandemic too. And I think that really helped a lot of us. I know we did it for the haunt side. We did it for interactive. We had kind of talked it out with Christmas too, and like brought people on, and then it just like started snowballing and we started like connecting with everybody and then coming in with updates and like, yeah, I mean, it's so much more than just the knowledge at this point. I think it's grown just into this amazing program, but
no, it's worked
I might
out.
be biased.
It worked out and I couldn't be happier, honestly. I mean, it's a great way to get information out there and to be able to see people and bring people on and hear their stories. I mean, these are just stories that even at the trade show, we don't get a chance, to dive into people's lives or how they got started. And it's just really wonderful.
It keeps us connected all year.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Well, I know that we have tons of talk about East Coast haunters. People already want to know about Midwest haunters. We've talked about Legendary. Of course, we have some awesome stuff to celebrate here at TransWorld Live, but we got to talk about the biggest egg of them all. Of course, TransWorld 2024, right around the corner. So much stuff to talk about. Where do we even begin? Of course, if you haven't marked it on your dates, it's March 7th to the 10th. We're back in March. We're the second weekend. Jenny, I know you were just there, just hanging out in St. Louis, checking stuff out.
I was in St. Louis. Yes. There's a lot going on.
Rumor has it this is going to be the biggest TransWorld ever.
It will. It will. I got a chance to see the building and see the construction that's going on. Just to make it clear, the show will still be in the same halls and the same floor plan that it was the previous year. But I did see some of the new halls and the expansion, and wow, like I saw the building, there was a hole at the back, but the construction looks great, and I think it's only going to make the flow of our show better. So I'm super excited, to see it implemented in 2025 into the show. But there was just a lot of things going on when we were there. The Missouri Valley Basketball Conference is going to be going on over our dates. So make sure, I can't stress this enough, make sure you get your hotel rooms. Even if you're not 100% sure if you need them, you're not going to be able to get them later. So get them. I can't say it enough. Get your rooms. You're going to TransWorld. Don't wait. We're going to be, we've obviously got all of our room blocks and things like that set aside, but we need more. There's never enough. It is to the point of Kris and Nicole, this is going to be the largest show we've ever had. I can kind of tell by how things are lining up. And I think I also had the advantage of seeing the floor plan, spread over my dining room table every day.
You're looking at it now going,
I live with it. I sleep with it. I have my computer. I go downstairs. It's the floor plan's on the table. That's the disadvantage of Rich and I being together. You can't get away from work.
Yeah. No, you guys, it just keeps growing, and it really does. And there's just so much that behind the scenes people don't even realize that you do, and Rich does, and Kris does, to like make sure that it is growing, and it's the cutting edge of entertainment altogether. Like it really is. It's remarkable, and it's just, we've had opportunities to talk to a lot of other folks on our hiatus. And oh my gosh, I'm getting chills. I'm getting the excitement through the whole body. I can't even hide it, of like TransWorld. You guys like have to be there. You cannot miss this one. Just in so many ways.
And to that point, like, this doesn't happen in a vacuum. And Jen, I know you just were talking with the city because the show is so big now. You're working with the city of St. Louis to make sure this is the most effective and just amazing event possible that the whole city just embraces and loves.
And that's true. I mean, we got a chance, obviously since COVID, cities have had their own challenges in terms of safety. So we got a chance to meet with the chief of police and understand a little bit about some of the changes that they've made in the last 9 months to, St. Louis. I've talked to Larry a little bit about it previously, and things really have been in play. We met with almost the entire police department. This year, we're making some changes. We're also going to be hiring some private, police as well, that are working just directly for the show. You can do that. I know over time there's been a shortage of police just everywhere, across the country, for various reasons. I'm not trying to get into political stuff right now. But we wanted to be able to do more and to be able to, have more of a police presence at our shows, near our hotels and near the hall and, a lot of the places that our attendees are going to be. So I think you're going to notice a definite difference this year with the amount of police around. I mean, the other thing too is there's also the Missouri conference, Valley Conference. So that brings in 30,000 people. So I think that is a little bit different. Last year, a lot of people came to me and they said, felt a little weird. And I said, well, I think the issue was we're always in March, or prior we were in May, and there wasn't that many people in the streets. So I think, because it was earlier time of year, it just didn't have all the different events that are typically going on. March is a very hot time to do conferences and trade shows and different things. So the city usually has more people. So when you're walking and it's cold and there aren't that many people around, it just has a really weird vibe. So I think everyone's going to notice a big change this year in a lot of different ways. And we were really excited. We spent half of our time, working and trying to figure out different plans that we could implement for this year. So we're really excited about that. The tour of the building was great. We got a chance to see all the changes to Ballpark Village. I really want in 2025 5 to be able to do some more events down there and things like that, and maybe utilize some of the hotels because it feels completely different. And it's just a great energy. So we're talking about maybe seeing if the hotels can provide some transportation to and from the convention center, and that way we could get people down there and back. It would probably run in the morning, maybe some stuff later in the day when the show closes. And there's just so much down there as well that you could go outside the hotel and just grab food and things like that. I know on Washington, after COVID, a lot of those businesses they were closed down for various reasons. So there aren't as many food options around the convention center as there used to be. So we want to just change that up a little bit for you guys.
I like that.
We see what's going on, and we want to make some changes. So we're really excited. The city's really excited to work with us as well. And I think we've got some exciting stuff in the coming future.
Love that. It makes everyone's experience that much better. And Sean, maybe we'll get some karaoke next year. Yeah, absolutely.
Karaoke's good.
Now we have also talked about, I know, one of the new features, and we've got many weeks on our road to TransWorld that we're going to talk about all kinds of late breaking developments and news. But one of the cool things I know we wanted to talk about tonight happened to be with some different levels of packages for those that were looking for a different experience on how to be able to get onto that floor, maybe with some special hours and special VIP type of situations.
Yeah, so normally, as you guys probably know, registration's typically open already. I've definitely gotten a lot of people like, why is registration not open? A couple of different things are at play. We hired, TransWorld's growing significantly. So we hired a registration company this year. We need it. I mean, I can't run things as mom and pop as I've always done. So we kind of took a dive into that. But we've also changed up packages. There's been a lot of feedback over time of needing more time on the trade show floor, of some people saying, hey, we want to have some different hours because it's so packed on Saturday with a lot of actors and different things. And not that we don't love the actors, but it's not giving us enough time to buy. So we've created some different options for people. And that should be, I'm praying, knock on wood, in the next couple of weeks, it should be coming out. The registration company has all those packages. But as soon as they can get everything to us, we can make it live and online. And the other thing too is if people have questions about them, because whenever you roll out something, sometimes what's in my head may not be the way someone else interprets it, please call the office. We're happy to walk you through it and figure out what package makes the most sense for you. We're going to have our traditional package that we always have as well for, just general admission. That's always available. But instead of going online or getting frustrated, just call us. Just call me. I'm stressed out.
She likes to talk.
Is someone going to interpret it this way? Is someone going to feel it this way? How would I think? When you're so close to a situation, sometimes you just think, oh, well, they'll get it, But so just feel free to call us. That's all I'm saying. I know anytime there's a change, sometimes it can add confusion. So just let us know, and we're happy to help.
I think on behalf of Nicole and myself, like, we've seen you resolve a ton of issues time and time again, where you take that personal care and concern with every patron, every vendor, every haunt, anyone that has any sort of questions or concerns, you are there. So please, when Jen says call the office, that's not just a byline. Like, absolutely, if you have any concerns, call them and she will find a way to work with you.
And we will do a blast out on social media and through emails when registration is open. I'm hoping it's soon, you guys. I've never opened this late. It's stressing me out. But at the end of the day, you guys are all busy with your haunts anyways right now. So it's not like people are dying to buy tickets to TransWorld.
Absolutely. Well,
that's what I have right now for you guys. I'm trying to think. I feel like I shared everything. I told you guys I'm getting married. I told you that I'm 50.
All the good things.
I don't have a lot. I took a vacation this summer. That was awesome. That was my last vacation. And it's been great. So I hope I get a chance this year to see a bunch of different haunts. I want to try to go out to California. I've never done any of the haunts out there. Obviously, we always get to hit the Chicagoland area as well as, we're trying to make our way up to Wisconsin and other things. But the kids love it. It's their favorite thing. So every weekend, I said to Kris, I want to try to set our schedules together so we can go. Last year, we got a chance to do some of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really excited. It seems like it's going to be a really good season. I mean, in July, I feel like after July 4th, they just went right into Halloween. It used to be August, and now it's just like the 4th of July. And now they're in Christmas too. I just
yes. Just never stops.
Things are just so accelerated. It's crazy. So let me see if I talked about everything. So I talked about Legendary. I talked about TransWorld.
Yeah.
East Coast Haunters. We're going to get a bunch of stuff up soon. I'm hoping that as soon as I can resolve a couple of the things with TransWorld and get, registration open for St. Louis, we're going to it's going to be much easier, obviously, to open registration for East Coast Haunters. We're getting a ton of signups, a lot of exhibitors, a lot of sponsors. If anyone's thinking about doing it, definitely call in. We can walk through it. Some people have called and what's the difference of TransWorld? What's the difference of East Coast? What's the difference of MHC? So I'm happy to walk everyone through it and kind of figure out which show is the best fit for you.
Love this. It's great to see all of that buzz happen from whatever show. And we have 4 things coming, in a short amount of time. So
yeah, definitely do.
So exciting. Well, we might have a dear friend that we got to hang out with a couple of times, waiting in the wings, who might want to join us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Scott Taterland.
No, he's back to Cade. He's got a tan.
He's got a tan.
Well, he's been hanging out in Orlando for 2 weeks.
I'd like to thank Jen for taking up the entire hour and giving me 30 seconds. That'd be great. Thank you, Jen.
Listen, it's no secret. We've all been like, an hour?
An hour.
Maybe not our first episode out.
I mean, maybe we could do hour 20 today.
It's our show. We can do whatever we want.
I got a haircut for this, Jen.
I was going to say, Tater, your hair looks really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a good hair.
It almost looks better than Nicole.
Jen, I was going to say the same thing to you. I was going to be like, speaking of hair,
Thanks. I cut a couple inches off. I turned 50. I wanted to get better.
It almost looks better than Nicole's, but it's definitely not better than Nicole's. Nothing can look better than Nicole's.
No, Nicole's hair just looks like
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no! Are we still here?
It's the automatic show.
Did I piss Robert off again? Like, you just kicked me back out? Robert, I'm coming for you.
We did talk about a hard 8 o'clock shut up.
A tanned potato. Somebody just called you a tanned potato.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of is a tan potato. He's in the farms a lot.
When you live out in the sun now, you get a little darker.
Yeah, he went from like a vampire now to
We talked a lot about boats earlier. I mean, you got the biggest boat of all with TaterCon coming down the pipe.
I do have a big boat coming down on May 5th. The old TaterCon coming down May 5th through the 12th. Jen, I heard you're going to be on it, and so is Kris and Nicole. So
I'm going to be there to send you off, Tater.
Oh,
yeah. Oh.
She's going to be standing on the dock with
the Miami.
The hanky.
I'm trying to get her to meet us on one of the islands because last I checked, Southwest flies to San Juan, and
they do.
Roosters love that.
In the Dominican Republic. So
yeah.
Hey Jen, it's the perfect time to honeymoon there after.
Yeah. Am I the only one that didn't know Jen and Rich were dating? Can we just talk about that?
It's 8 o'clock.
How did you not know this?
It's 8 o'clock, Tater.
It's 8 o'clock. Time to go. Have a nice night, guys.
Stick to the script.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I got to see my buddy Kris for like 3 seconds.
It truly was just about that. Yes.
We went to Halloween Horror Nights. I got to go to Halloween Horror Nights and found out that Kris was in town, and I sent him a text at like 2 a.m. that said, "I can smell you."
and for some odd reason, I answered because I was awake, like ready to roll.
Wait, this was like in the last 2 weeks?
Yeah.
You guys are both. I was supposed to go to Orlando and I canceled it because I got too much on my to-do list. But I feel like I missed out, guys.
It was a last minute trip and I got surprised and I was so excited to see Tater was there. We just had 2 different ticket level classes. He had a much higher one.
Tater's got great friends.
He's
And
got good connections. He does, especially at Disney.
As he waved to me from the turrets.
I almost dropped a little like nugget of Nashville hot chicken down for you, but there was 1,000 other people surrounding you, and I'm like, I'm gonna bounce off every one of their foreheads with this nugget.
I can see it now. The lady with the flag and the flashing light is marching forward, and there's Tater. He's trying to like say hi to Kris, and she's like, "Don't touch them.
Yep,
They're the commoners," and marching back. Yeah.
The only way that I do Halloween Horror Nights, and Kris probably found out.
Oh yeah.
There's only one way to really do it, and it's the RIP, and it's a little pricey, but you know it's about $400 a person.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
I'm not worried about TransWorld.
Can I be real? I've never done it any other way, and I don't think that I
don't think I can.
Yeah. So Kris, thank you for taking one for the team for that and creating those memories for us so that we don't.
Yeah, what was it like to wait like an hour and a half for a 30-minute or 30-second haunt?
It was my first time ever there. So we did enjoy it, but we intermixed rides and things like that. So it was kind of whatever. We did get through, and I can attest, if you can save up and budget, you should 100% do the RIP tour, because going the standard way is not unfulfilling, but I got 4 of 10 done.
You did 4 haunted houses?
Yes. So definitely do the RIP way.
Not only did I get all 10 done, Kris, we went, if you've ever been to Universal Studios, you know, Men in Black, where you look down and there's like all the computers down there. We went down there. We signed the guest book. We went behind the scenes of the Mummy ride. We were under the track while it was whizzing past our heads, inches from our heads. We got to see that. We got to secret bars.
Next year, for sure.
I'm going
with our RIP tour guide is amazing. He comes to TransWorld every year.
I was bummed because I didn't get my invite, but it was okay. I was glad to see you for those 3 seconds.
No, I got, you know when I got that invite, Kris? 2 hours before the
I know. And then what's awesome is he goes, "Hey, guess what? I'm going back next weekend."
I'm coming back. So I flew in Friday, flew out Monday, packed, flew out Wednesday, came back on Saturday.
Oh my God.
So I flew to Orlando, came home for a day, and then came back down to Orlando.
Can I just say one thing? Both Jen and I, anytime we do something cool, we invite the both of you. And not, I don't know about you, Jen. I never got a phone call.
I do feel that way. So I feel a tad bit slighted. I think this is what Kris said. I'm not going to be here this weekend.
I did tell her.
Yeah, he told me. He didn't invite me. He just told me.
I was crashing somebody else's party the first time, but Jen, if you were, I know how much you love haunted houses and going into haunted houses. So next year I will make sure that you get the invite. And I never did get an invite for the Ginsburg boat adventures.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, like
guys, I know.
You kind of slighted us all.
All right.
Yeah. Let's talk about sliding.
Most likely, I didn't even know you got a boat.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, this took a turn. I was more or less thinking about cocktails at like the Lowe's Sapphire Bay, but all right, yeah. So next summer, you are all cordially invited to the Maiden 2024 voyage of the boat. Yeah. I don't know what else to say.
If it really happens, you guys.
Can we throw Jeremy overboard to see how deep the water is?
100%.
Yes.
100%. Yes.
Love it.
Yes. No, and I'm sorry. Okay, but real talk, we got it in August because we fiddled back and forth. We're gonna do this, we're not gonna do this, or we get right. And then the perfect boat was just sitting right there, and we're just like, this is it. It's our destiny.
I went on a pontoon boat this summer a couple times.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it. It is the
It
way to boat.
It wasn't Nicole's. It was on Lake Geneva, which is very pretty.
Yeah.
Beautiful lake.
Yeah.
Beautiful lake.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
All right, all
Not
of us.
the
Yes,
same thing.
everybody is invited. A TransWorld
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
boat tour.
We'll be out coming. Just send the address. You could post it on the side.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Nicole's going to do time ticketing. It'll be fine. Don't
So
worry.
remember that time we were talking about them in Orlando and not inviting us? Let's get back to that.
Okay.
Actually, you guys are all more than welcome to come and see the boat. It is currently sitting in my driveway and will soon be stored up at the haunted house. The best way to do that is to come to Primary Farms this October.
For the record, I closed the orchard. The orchard did shut down on Friday because of rain, and that's how I managed to sneak away from it for a couple of days.
I was wondering how those.
More
How,
importantly, how did the peach donuts go?
yeah.
Peach donuts, first week were really good because we had to get a different extract the second week because I couldn't get that same extract. It tasted more like a bubblegum donut to me.
Oh.
Okay.
And then last week we tried to do peach again. We did peach and apple, and nobody wanted peach anymore. All they wanted was the apple cider donuts.
I mean, those are my favorite by a lot with the cinnamon on top.
Yeah, cinnamon sugar. And then we did this week we did a pumpkin donut and an apple cider donut. So donuts are good.
Nice.
We're doing good.
Nice.
We'll send our addresses. You can send some.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
honey.
donuts sound like something you can ship, and something that you would eat with all the sugar in them, Jen.
Oh my God. Well, the kids would.
Yeah, well, I like the kids.
Tater, we have a question from the audience. What is your favorite breed of apple?
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh, I love this
Ooh,
one.
I could name a whole bunch of different kinds of that I like.
Okay.
None of which you've ever heard of. There's a couple of them that our orchard has saved. We've been so they're kind of close to us, you know. Pixie Crunch, Gold Rush, Evercrisp, Ludacrisp, Snacker Jack. Those are all pretty rare. Scruffy, stuff like that you won't find in the stores. You'll find locally at your orchards. But Evercrisp, Ludacrisp. Nicole knows all
It's
about
so
it.
good. I can tell you everything about. So, guys, I don't know if you know this, but I have a young apple connoisseur, and he had a very engaging conversation with Tater this summer about apple crisps, and Ludacrisps are by far superior in many ways, and it has been determined that Tater's Orchard might have the quote best apples in the world from the official Apple Child, and
That's pretty amazing.
yeah.
That's-
Yeah, as much as everybody doubts my child like eating like 20 apples in a day and that it's helpful for him, he's like, people don't understand. I've been doing this since I could eat apples. And I'm like, yeah, they're right. You really
I understand. Yeah, and I had a conversation with him. Like, you can do this now, buddy, but when you turn about 20, you're gonna crap your brains out.
He didn't. He was like, no.
Have you ever put an apple in hot water, Nicole? Because Tater did that in my house.
I
That's a
was
good trick.
there for that. I was there for that, Jen. And it I since, and I worry every single time that my kid eats an apple.
It's a great promotion to make sure you buy from your local orchards.
That's very
So-
true. Very
So
true.
what Jen is getting at is a lot of people don't realize this. There is
Wait,
like
you
Kroger's-
may never eat an apple again.
Yeah.
After you
Yeah,
hear
we're
the-
like stuck on apple talk right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tater.
the grocery store apples, the apples that you can buy in grocery stores. Like, for example, Fuji's are not ready until the end of October. So explain to me how you can go to your grocery store right now and get a Fuji apple. Well, it's because they've been in storage
Nasty.
for at least a year.
Nasty.
Woof.
They also, the stores demand that the producers of the apples, if you're selling them to the stores, they got to be pretty apples, first of all, and they got to be shiny apples. So the apples that you're buying in a store have 100% edible Johnson & Johnson wax coating on the apple to make it shiny. So if you would go and you take an apple that you buy in the store and put it in a dish and dump hot water on it, you can see the wax melting off of it.
True. And they look ugly after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they poor things. They do.
Yeah. And I have some great apples, like Scruffy is an ugly apple, but the stores will never buy it, so you'll never see it in the store.
So, okay. Couple comments coming through. Honey crisps, apple crisp, all the crisps. Love it. Can you take a raft using the Great Lakes to New York? Yes, Kevin, you can.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that you should do that. And sit back and let me tell you a tale about a TransWorld ship. Maybe we should have a TransWorld live con.
I think TransWorld sponsors TaterCon.
Done.
You see how fast he just responded
Wait,
to that?
so maybe we could have a TransWorld resort where Tater does the ocean and we do the land or the beach.
Okay.
It's a land and sea.
Land and sea.
Okay.
We're the land and Tater's the sea.
I like this.
It's
With
like
Captain
peanut butter and
Cade.
jelly.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. Well, that means, does that mean TransWorld will stop sponsoring TaterCon? Because
Tater, we would never stop sponsoring you.
No, I love it.
That's all he cares about. He just
That's
wants
it,
to know
yeah.
that we're not stopping.
That's why he's really here. That's why
Yeah.
he's really here.
I see the messages in the thing about the Honeycrisp. Let me touch on that real quick. Honeycrisp are engineered to have a larger juice cell in them. So when you bite into a Honeycrisp, you get that mouthful of juice. Unfortunately, your brain tricks you into say juice is flavor when juice is really just water escaping out of the apple. So I personally do not find Honeycrisp to be very flavorful or good. They
Is
make
it
crap
genetically
pies.
modified?
Huh?
Is it genetically modified?
It is modified to have larger juice cells, yes.
Oh, that's not good. You don't want to
What are your thoughts on a jazz apple?
We don't grow them, so
Okay.
no
How
experience.
about
what apple's
Mutsu?
the healthiest?
Leave it to Kevin to pick the one apple
Yeah.
that I don't grow here.
How about Mutsu?
Mutsu is kind of, I think, like a Fuji,
Okay.
but we don't carry them here in the orchard.
Cool.
I could have one tree. I just don't. I got a whole bunch of trees across the street. They're not numbered. They're not named.
There we go.
They're just lettered and numbered.
See, come to TransWorld Live. We're going to talk about all types of things, including
I know. And then
apples.
our
And-
good friend Tyler just said all foods are modified. Very true. Very
Yeah.
true. They are.
Well,
They
I'm
are.
trying really hard to eat healthy. It's not easy.
It's not
I
easy.
know.
I have a whole box of stuff that I have to send Jen, and all of it is just like dried apple chips and like a bag of apples,
Sugar.
natural peanut butter
Yep. I love it.
from the.
Well, you're doing
Hey,
good
so
work over there.
Someone asked about how the name TransWorld came to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
My grandfather named it years ago. I don't know. I know that I don't really know. I mean, I wish he was around to ask. I don't know. But when I decided to do my own company, that original company was TransWorld Exhibits. But everyone knew the name just TransWorld. So I wanted to keep the name. I changed the logo and I called it TransWorld Trade Shows. So I just kind of did it in honor of my family.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Jen,
That's awesome.
That was a moment.
Seriously, what a
I felt that.
thanks for sharing that. That's really cool.
I also just have to dovetail off that. And one of my favorite people in the world, Shannon Hobbs, just commented, Tater, on the last day of TransWorld, as we were breaking down the Stilt Beast booth, you gave me an apple and swear to God, it was the best apple I've ever had. And I do have to tell you, that gave like an olfactory memory to me too of the first time that I ever had a Tater apple. I'm just going to call them that now from now on. Everything at Lynch Fruit Farm is now called Tater apples.
Tater apples.
And,
I got tater bucks. I got apple bucks. I've got donut dollars. I got,
Yeah, no,
Tater
for
apples.
real, Tater, you should just launch your own line of apples and
I'm
just
gonna
sell
buy.
to the
My
hot
farm's gonna
industry.
buy a booth at TransWorld and just bring the jams and jellies and bags and bags.
Oh my God, can you please?
I'd like to partner with you on that.
Same.
You
I
heard
will
it here,
financially
folks.
back that endeavor. Yeah.
No,
That's
it would be
the,
great. All the other farms in the area will buy the jams and everything. I want to open a farm. I mean, see,
That's our tribute store item is just going to be for Froggies this year. It's just going to be bags of Tater's apples.
no, we should do a booth from Lynn Farms.
Yeah. And who would you get to work that? Because I'm kind of busy tied to another booth right now.
You have really great aunts. that
Yes.
I do have a great aunt. Yes.
Great at that booth.
Yes.
Tyler, take all of my money.
You know what? Tater, if you had tater tots right now, it would really help. I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying. Let's not give me more work than I already have to
Yeah,
do.
but guess what? This is the most comments we've had. Frog jam, take all my money. Oh my God, yes. Need a tater bushel brought to TransWorld. Yummy.
Frog
Right,
jam is
Jen,
fig,
we're getting-
orange, raspberry, and
We're
ginger.
cutting them out. You and I are gonna have a booth
I
there.
mean, I just thought, I'm like, screw it. I'm going to go to the farms and like buy it and bring it to
Right.
sell it.
You're gonna buy Chicago crap
Eating it,
apples.
anyone?
Yeah, if you bring it, I will buy it. Yeah, for sure. Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm like, I'm driving to TransWorld now, so I can bring.
Peter, I just think we developed something here. We just gave you a business.
Yeah, thanks.
It's
Thanks
like
for
a
that.
gift.
I'll write you a strongly worded letter with a thank you note attached to it.
Yeah, and we'll write you an invoice for our services.
We just handed it on a platter.
There we go.
Yeah.
You can talk to Rich tomorrow. Maybe
I can't wait to be next to the bath fitter guy and be like, did you guys see the apple guy and the bath fitter guy? Like, what's up with that?
Hold on a second. Do you guys know about Naomi's? She makes caramel apple and then dips it in chocolate.
Oh my
Just
God,
picked
her
apples
chocolate
today to make
treasures.
them.
Is that chocolate treasures?
Treasures is the best. They
Wait,
are.
can I? All right, so we did a Stranger Things birthday for my kids. Okay, a lot of people saw it. Thank you. Yes, it was really cool. It was really great. It was a lot of fun. But we finally broke out the chocolate hand. Now, mind you, the chocolate hand has actually been a conversational piece in our home. We had it like on the centerpiece of the table. Like we'd have like dinner parties and stuff, and people would be like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Isn't that cool? That's chocolate." Anyway, so it finally came out and we finally got to open it. Everything was amazing and fresh still and just wonderful. But the amount of people that took pictures of that chocolate hand sitting out there and like the little crazy cookies and everything, I just gotta say.
Maybe chocolate treasures,
I'm obsessed
being in Ohio, can come and get some of my apples, and then that way we will have
It's a collaboration.
Apple chocolate for the tribute store or for her booth. And then you can say those are Tater's apples.
Best new product. I see it coming.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Naomi. I think we need this. I think we need this. I also think that, you know what, seeing Naomi, again, another thing, you guys, I just have to give a little plug for the s'mores. I can't stop thinking about them. And I'm writing a note to myself right now to reach out that I think that I need to buy some of those for haunt season for myself to de-stress. Yep, it's happening.
Naomi said you do it.
See? Done. So
Done.
now I don't have to, now my farm doesn't have to have a booth at TransWorld. I just have Naomi's in.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I also wrote down something earlier. Kris, I don't know if you saw that Sammy logged on and she said that she loved all of us, including Jen and everything else. We love you too. I'm so sorry. Jen was like very deep into conversation. And I was like, I got to write it down just to make sure that
100%. We love you too. You and Kris.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
I know.
Hey, we're reaching the hour 20-minute line.
Yeah,
I know we had a hard out in an hour.
We are getting.
Do you have anything else to talk about?
Oh my God. Fireball infused caramel and chocolate dipped
I
apples.
love Fireball. I mean, what's better than Fireball? And it's like the drink of haunts.
Sean, that's I'm gonna need you to bring me some of that.
Yeah, we're
That's
gonna have
really
to play with that.
Yeah. Okay. So wait, scrolling back up, we have a question. What is on the back wall behind the dude in the bottom screen? Tater?
Is that me? Is that the wall? Is that what?
Wait,
he's talking
what is
about?
that sign there?
There's a sign that says, "Will you vote for me on Faces of Horror?"
Stop it right now. Cancel the project.
Oh.
That sign's going to pop up every week with a different message. I'm just going to.
I love this.
So why has it become like about our extended warranty at this point? Like,
That's it. Yeah. And Deborah, great question. We have, in fact, Eloise was part of our MHC tour just this past summer.
That was amazing.
It was
amazing.
Oh my gosh.
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And actually, I just recommended that to somebody recently that they were like, where should I travel if I want to travel for haunted houses? I was like, sit down, let me tell you a tale. I
Yes.
have a list.
Yes.
They're like, you're
Well-
extremely prepared for this. Yes.
Even though we're slightly over, do you guys want to help us give away something tonight? Because it's the first show back, and why not?
This is so exciting. All right.
Drum roll.
All right. We have a trivia question. Is everybody ready for a trivia question? This is really cool. This is going to be a lot of fun. Get fast fingers ready. The trivia question of this evening is, are we going to tell them what the prize is?
We should tell them that the prize is.
All right. You tell them the prize and then I'll do that. Yeah.
Done. So because we are talking about Legendary, and that is our next tour going into Salem, we're going to give you a beautifully designed special, one of a kind, just for this year, legendary Haunt Tour t-shirt of your size.
And you know what else? I'm going to get all the haunted house owners to sign it.
Ay,
Is my husband listening? He needs to log on and try.
Even better.
yes.
I have a question. While we're waiting on the trivia question, or while you're going to ask the trivia question, I have a question for Jen that I'd like to ask. So
Don't even ask. I know what you're going to ask.
no. It's a good question.
Okay.
And
What is
Kris and Nicole can answer it too.
Oh boy. Nervous.
We're going on a dinner date, or we're going to dinner, having a dinner party with all of our friends, and we're going to go to the most haunted place that you've ever been to. Where are we having our dinner at?
Like a singular restaurant or an area?
We're going to having a dinner party at the most haunted place that you know. It's not going to be an area. You can't say Savannah or Gatlinburg or wherever.
It's going to be near us.
No, we could go right where we could go. The most haunted place that you've ever been.
Okay.
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 This would be.
Who wants to go first?
Yeah, Jen.
well, I don't even know. I don't even know.
Jen's like, yeah, I don't think you know
I'm
that.
like, I open my closet in the dark and that scares me.
The most haunted place that you've ever been. Having a dinner party there. Where are we going?
That would be, I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to let you guys.
I'm excited to see what you say, Nicole, here. This is.
All right. So this is actually two different things. They both have to do with theater.
I swear to God, if Nicole says the Bird Cafe down the street, because you just
Shut up right now. It's not that. No. This one is closed. It was an old temple, and it was where I did theater as a kid, Salt City Center for the Performing Arts. Now it's now a Hotel Skylar, which I don't recommend people stay there just because it used to freak me out as a kid. I mean, it's beautiful, so I shouldn't say that. And then the other one is Landmark Theater in Syracuse. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's a fully gilded, like nationally, like people travel from all over the world to see this theater, and it is creepier than creepy. And I've had I've been bestowed the opportunity to be one of the only people that gets to go in there and decorate for different Halloween things and different Halloween parties. And I have created scares for other people with that, but I've also gotten the absolute crap scared out of me, and also been tens of dozens of feet above the stage and gotten scared and never wanted to come down again. So yeah.
I'm gonna say Waverly Hills.
Okay.
Out in Kentucky.
Okay.
And that building is just rolling with ghosts and things.
All right.
Kris?
I mean, if it has to be a dedicated restaurant, the Red Lion Pub on the north on Lincoln in Chicago is just, it's awesome. I mean, it's just the architectural is old school, and it's like they're oozing spirits. It's pretty cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Caitlin, yes, thank you for rejoining to double check on that. Yes, Tade did get a haircut.
Yeah. He looks so suave.
Yeah.
They mentioned they were on a cruise, and I said, I hope the boat doesn't sink to them. And Caitlin immediately said, well, that was rude. And I'm like, how?
Oh my God. Okay. I think everybody can hear us now. Are we ready for a giveaway?
Yeah.
For your legendary Haunt t-shirt that's going to be signed, thanks to Jen and TransWorld. It's going to be signed by all the owners.
I love it. All right. Here's your question. Where was the very first legendary Haunt tour? And go.
Good question.
Yeah. I love
first answer we see. Now, folks, we are streaming to 5 different platforms. Whichever one we see first is coming in first here. Kevin, I agree. The Willowbrook Ballroom is awesome and spooky.
I asked Kris this question earlier, and he told me, and I didn't know what it was, so I had to make him explain it. But yeah. Nicole, while we're waiting on that answer to come in, what was the urban legend that terrified you as a kid the most?
Oh my God! Wait, this is a great one. Are you ready for this?
Great question.
Wait, but you already know this answer. You know that, right?
Does anyone not? Am I not? I haven't seen anyone with the right answer yet.
No, they're gonna keep going. It's all right, Jen. You are watching. You are on that. Okay, So we like to fill the time with random stuff. So on the for me, it is the Legend of the 13 Curves in Central New York, and that is a bride and her groom that ran out of gas and got tragically killed and haunts that area. And yeah, and you know what? When I was younger and I had to like drive different places, I would turn the light on because I saw the movie When Darkness Falls. And ever since then, like I could never go down like a dark path by myself. And like, yeah, I mean, yeah.
So we will accept.
Really, all these people have never been and don't know where it's been.
What's the over/under that someone's going to get it?
Yeah, we will accept either the name of the attraction or the city state.
Wait, is Karen Murphy right?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I was like, what's just there? All right. Karen, I have an interesting tie to Shreveport, Louisiana. That's funny.
Kris, do you want to explain your answer?
My answer is, so I think a lot of Chicago folks might agree with me. Hopefully, I feel like some of the other Chicago haunt actors that you asked had similar answers, unbeknownst when I answered it honestly to you. But my answer was Resurrection Mary. So we have an old Catholic cemetery here, and a woman had gone to get a drink at the Willowbrook Ballroom and at a bar right real close to there, and ended up not making it. And there's a whole story behind it, but people see her when they drive up and down Archer Avenue right in front of the cemetery. So
you guys, I think I should give a clue.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, let's do a clue.
That's what I'm going to do. Okay. You guys have to name the haunt though. So because I'm giving you a clue on location.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, do you want to do that, or do you just want to say it's like west of a certain landmark?
Well, what I was going to say was this. It borders Missouri.
Oh.
Okay. That's a good.
So it's
not New Orleans.
Nope.
Not New Orleans.
And I think it's fair to say it's not Illinois.
It's not Illinois.
Hmm.
And it's a haunt that that'll give it away.
It earned its legendary title for sure.
It's earned its legendary title.
There's there's live animals there, right? Yeah.
Only haunt that scared the crap out of my
Puerto Rico.
Yep.
Nope.
Not St. Louis. Sorry.
Yup, Karen Murphy got it.
Hey!
Karen got it.
Good job, Karen.
Karen.
Beast in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yep, the West Bottoms.
Nicely done.
I love it.
Done. Edge of Hell, also a good answer. But
Yep.
very nice. Congratulations,
nice,
Karen. Our first prize of the season.
That's amazing. Congratulations, Karen. This just got me all excited for this year.
Yeah.
There's so much good. All right, Kris, you tell us, what can we expect next week? I want to give a special little plug for what else we've got going on this week.
Heck yes. So next week, and we are already planning episodes ahead because we've got amazing content, and we're going to try to stick to a time limit. We're going to try. But next week, we're talking to two different haunts from around the country. And our hint is both of them are celebrating their 50th anniversary this year. How awesome
that makes
is
me
that?
so excited
Yes.
all the way around. All right. Now, okay. I know that we are back. We are here TransWorld Tuesdays. We're going to be here every week. We've already committed to you guys. We said an hour, but guess what? There's always more.
There's bonus.
And tonight, we've gone a little over. But if you didn't get your full fill of Kris and Nicole, guess what? There's more. You can join us Wednesday, September 20th. We are going to be over on East Coast Haunters. No, we're going to be talking about East Coast Haunters, but we are going to be on the Empire State Haunters Association. And that is with none other than Sean Fenner and Garrett Coons, who have so graciously invited us over there. And we're really excited about it. So it's going to be 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and it's going to be right on the Facebook group. So,
and should we tell them about the special surprise?
Oh, yeah, you go right ahead.
Okay, so really, really huge because she's the woman with all the answers. Guess who's joining us next tomorrow night? That's right. It's Miss Jenny Thaler right in that corner.
Yes. So we are going to, if you have questions about East Coast hunters, if you have questions about all sorts of stuff, this is the show not to miss, because you know what? Kris and I love none other than when people are like, hey, can you join us? Or can you, and you've got questions. We love to bring the answers. So join us there tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Standard, 8 p.m. Eastern. Different channel, same bet.
And join me for Apple Talk every weekend in New York. In Ohio.
Get to the core of the map.
If you haven't bought your tickets yet to TaterCon, there's still time.
Yes, there is.
Legendary. I'll be on Legendary. I'm pretty sure I got something working there. I got TransWorld, East Coast, Midwest, TaterCon. Look, and I'm gonna probably be on here. They're gonna run out of guests, and they're gonna put me back on here. So
yes,
yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you guys. I'm excited. It's 8:31. Woo!
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Listen,
We'll see you.
It's not the full call, but we're halfway there.
So happy. And thanks, of course, to Robert, which we couldn't do any of this without. So
thank you, Robert. We love you.
Thank you.
And thank you to Haunt Pay. I'm so excited. We have
Yes. All right, guys. Don't forget, join us tomorrow. And if not, we'll see you next week. Love
Bye,
you all.
guys. Have a good night.